Hey there clan, and I should close this window first before I started making this video. Because there's alarms going off, I'm a complete not tart. And that girl's wearing pants during this video. Hey there clan, welcome to Ask the Warrior for the 11th of the 11th, 2013. Yes, 11/11. Make a wish, or whatever the fuck the same date and number mean sometimes. I don't get it, okay, I don't get it. But firstly, before I start this Ask the Warrior, if you haven't seen it already, the video before this was a very difficult video for me to make. It was basically just saying what I'm having some problems right now, and basically setting a couple of wee things. I'm not going to repeat it here, but for anyone who's watched that video and anyone who's left a comment or sent me a message, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I got a lot of great questions, a lot of great comments, a lot of great responses. Go to talk to some people here or there, and thank you so much for your kind words. They did help brighten my day up, and a lot of people empathised with me and says they know what it feels like, and they hope that I don't go anywhere and all that stuff. So I'm still having a bit of a think about it, and I am going to maybe make a couple of changes to the channel to help improve it. But thank you all for your kind words, and they do mean a lot. They do mean a lot to me, and I got to thank you for every single one of them. So we're going to dive right into Ask the Warrior. I got a bunch of questions on YouTube. I have a couple from Twitter, and hopefully maybe one or two from Facebook in a minute or two. And I forgot my water. Son of a bitch. Fuck it, I'll go without it. My throat's going to be bitching after it, but we'll go through the questions. And the first question is from the Gamer's Enjoyment. And his question is... sorry, that's a bit uncomfortable. If you phoned EA, what would you say? And okay, he's 3 questions. First question: if you phoned EA, what would you say? Stop fucking with game developers. Let them do their thing. You're the publisher. Don't do it. You're the publisher. You publish the games. You make the games. You don't make the games. You publish the games. That's all you do. Stop listening to marketing, because bullshit marketing. Just because the Call of Duty fucking crowd like to buy their games yearly doesn't mean the people like me and other people like there in the clan who are RPG fans doesn't mean we want an RPG in that series every goddamn fucking year. We want our games to be good. Stop rushing your developers and let them make the game that they want to fucking make, instead of you fucking hurling down their throat and telling them to make this game by this fucking date. Stop it. That's what I would say to them, because they are a bunch of fucktards and all they care about is their stupid deadlines and all that shit. Stop treating every fucking developer, every fucking game series or developer the goddamn same. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I fucking hate it. I don't know how many times I fucking said it, but that's what I hate most about EA, is the fact that they rush their developers and they ruin games most of the time. If the developer doesn't do as they say, they can fucking destroy that developer. And that's why I'm so worried about BioWare most of the time. But as I say, it looks like EA is changing things up, thankfully. Such as, of course, getting rid of online passes and giving BioWare the time that they need to make Dragon Age 3 as good as it is. I like that. And also sharing stuff among developers. I think that's a good thing in my opinion. Developers need to stop. I get why some developers might want to keep some of their trade secrets and all that stuff, but I really think that developers need to start sharing a little bit more and all this. They're like sharing techniques and all that. So I do like that. I do like the fact they're doing that with the new Frostbite 3 engine. I do like that. But I just wish they would stop treating every developer the same and treat the developers for the games that they make. Treat BioWare differently than you treat DICE. That kind of thing. That's what I'd say to them. Have you ever played the Postal games? No, I've never played the Postal games, and I don't think I've even heard of them. What is your dream holiday? That's a tricky one. See, I'm much more of a person who likes to go to more historical areas than big club and party areas. So, I'm okay with that. My perfect holiday is just maybe a world tour, that kind of thing. Just going somewhere with people I care about. That's all really. I'm not picky. Just a nice wee holiday here or there. That'll be fine. Just going to certain places, maybe Rome, Paris. Maybe there's 1 or 2 places in England I wouldn't mind visiting, just so I can go fuck yeah bitches. Couple places in Ireland, a whole bunch of places in America, Canada especially. I really want to fucking go to Canada. That'd be awesome to go there. Japan, China, There's a whole bunch of places. It's too... There are too many places, too little time, not enough time in the world, unfortunately, and not enough money either. So there's a bunch of places I could say. So thank you for the questions, the Gamer Drop. I think he has some more, but we'll move on to the Polote 1990. He has several questions. First questions. Do you think Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 is one of the most terrifying and intimidating BOWs in the franchise? I didn't play a lot of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, in all honesty. I don't remember that much from it. I'm not going to lie. I do remember bits and pieces, and I do remember some things here or there. But I will say that Nemesis really was a really terrifying enemy, in my opinion. I did get a couple jump scares here or there with me. I think he is quite intimidating and quite well done. Just him, the simple word, stars. 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 I find him intimidating, but at the same time, I say, going back now, I just don't find him intimidating at all. I find him fucking hilarious. So I agree, he was intimidating for his time, but I don't think he's aged too well. I don't remember a lot from Resident Evil Nemesis, unfortunately. Question 2 from Polati. Have you watched Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and what do you think of it so far? Yes, I have been watching Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was planning on reviewing it. However, due to the change that I'm going to be making to the channel, I'm not doing that anymore. I have been watching Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm one episode behind, actually, and I haven't watched the most recent episode that's aired, which I think was on the 9th, I think? The 8th. I haven't watched that one. Because I've got it recorded, so I'm probably going to watch it tonight or tomorrow. I'll have a think about that. But I am really enjoying it. I am enjoying the series so far. I like the characters. I like the story so far. It has a lot of nice little twists and homages to the Marvelverse, especially the Marvel movieverse. And it's a Joss Whedon written show, so, well, he doesn't write every episode, but he has a major part of it. And Joss Whedon, if you don't know, is one of my favourite writers and movie persons of all time, because of Buffy, Angel, Firefly, Serenity, Dollhouse, and a whole bunch of other ones. Like, he's worked on a lot of stuff. In fact, I love him so much, I'm even going to attempt to watch Much to Do About Nothing, which is by him. The Shakespeare interpretation that he's done. I haven't watched it yet as of filming this video, but I might watch it later tonight. I'm not too sure. But I think Joss Whedon's a fantastic thing, and so far, it's definitely his style. I really am liking his style. I am liking that, and you know what, screw it. Sorry, I've got to go and get water. My throat's hot already. There we go. Sorry about that. Now, you'll either have a few seconds of blank there, or I'll edit out in YouTube Editor. I'll think. Depends how long it was. So yeah, Joss Whedon. Where was it? Oh yeah, Joss Whedon. I like everything Joss Whedon does, I'm not gonna lie. I think he was the best person to do Avengers. I think that he's the best person to do Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And supposedly, there's mixing reports about the series. There's some saying that it's going to get cancelled. There's some saying that it's going to get a second season. There's some saying that Netflix, well, this isn't saying, this has been confirmed, that there are going to be other Marvel superhero shows with supposedly Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Daredevil, that kind of thing. And I don't know if Joss Whedon's involved in them. I highly doubt he's going to be able to do all those TV shows. But I think that, as it says, they are supposedly going to be doing that, and I like what Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing. I think it's really good. I do like that. I do like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for that. I think it's a good... It has its issues here. There's some of the characters don't exactly do too well, in my opinion. I fucking love Coulson. I'm saying that right now. I fucking love him. He's awesome. There has been a cameo from the Avengers. It's Nick Fury does make an appearance in the series, but only for like a cameo. So I don't think there will be any more cameos after that, because he's a big actor. I don't think he's going to be wanting to be in the small screen for a while. Now I don't know if maybe other Avengers might show up. I highly doubt it. It is more centric on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and some of the lesser known DC Marvel heroes hero there. I haven't seen. There's been Scorch and one or two others whose names escape me, but I don't think there's any. I don't know if any more Marvel heroes will be showing up. I don't know. I can't guarantee that. But I am liking the series so far. I like the fact that Whedon and his team always have that little thing where they're able to give you subtle hints towards the end of the series, and that's what they're doing. Like if you watch Firefly, Buffy, or Angel, you'll see that like throughout the series it's building up to one big thing, and it always ends up leading to something. And I do think that Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is leading to something. I don't know what. Apparently it's going to be a massive team up with all the Marvel TV series. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this series continues because I am enjoying it. I think it's a really good series. So it's a lot better than fucking half the shit that's on TV these days. Pilates' next question, which is question 3. What would you want to see? What would you like to see in the plot of the Mass Effect film? 1. It has nothing to do with Shepard. 2. It has cameos at the most of any character that's been featured in the Mass Effect universe. 3. Its own individual characters and series. 4. A little bit unique. This is what I want. That's what I want from it. Okay? Simple as. If they're going to do a Mass Effect movie, do it with nothing to do with Shepard. I'm sorry, like, I know a lot of people want to see Shepard on the big screen. I don't. Shepard is a game character. He is in gaming. He needs to be there, along with every other character. And if they want to have cameos from those characters, I don't mind, like, maybe having the voice actor make an appearance here or there. I'd be fine with that. Like, Mark Meir, Jennifer Hale, maybe at one point they have the entire cast and crew sitting on a poker table or something, and then you just see something. I'm like, fucking, what the hell do they think they did? They're going to save the galaxy or something? It's just that kind of thing. I'd be okay with that. But I honestly would rather that the Mass Effect movie become its own individual movie, and maybe its own individual movie series if it does well enough. So along lines of like Star Trek, Star Wars, that kind of thing. So I think the Mass Effect universe has that potential. We don't need Shepard in everything Mass Effect. We don't need that, in my opinion. Shepard was a starting point, but we have so much talented writers out there that I honestly think that you could write your own unique plot for the Mass Effect film. I've said this countless fucking times. I'm going to make a fucking FAQ at one point. And I just think that that is what the Mass Effect movie needs to be. It needs to be its own individual thing with new characters, cameos at the best. And I'm saying, like, set it after Mass Effect 3, that I'm completely fine with that. Set it before Mass Effect series, completely. Probably after would be best. Or even during it, like, during the Mass Effect, like, certain points in the story where Shepard and that weren't doing much. I just think that would work out better. So I'm not going to say anything else. I've said it fucking countless times. I'm getting sick and tired of saying it. What's your favourite grunt moment from the Mass Effect trilogy? I've already said it in a previous video, so I'm not going to answer that. What is your initial thoughts on the upcoming Captain America Winter Soldier film? It looks awesome. I love all the Avengers films. I love all the Avengers saga. So yeah, I'm saying it right now. I can't fucking wait for it. Pilates' 6th question: have you played Resident Evil sequel, the prequel to Resident Evil? I think I may have played it. I can't say much. I haven't played a Resident Evil since Resident Evil 5, and I skipped 4. So yeah, I haven't played a lot of Resident Evil games these days. Why? But a lot of them are pretty shitty in my opinion. After playing Deadpool, would you like to see? This is the 7th question. After having played Deadpool, would you like to see a sequel? If you talk about the Deadpool game, yeah, I wouldn't mind another Deadpool game. I think the Deadpool game was awesome. It was fun. It was true to the character. I think it worked out well in my opinion, and I would like to see more games. Is it generic? Yeah, it's fucking generic, but Deadpool's a generic fucking anti-hero at best. And I would like to see him in more games. I would like to see him. I think he's an awesome character. He breaks the fourth wall, and I think that if they are going to do another Deadpool game, it would be a lot of fun in my opinion. So yeah, I'm okay with another Deadpool game. I'd be fine with that. And I believe this is his last question. Let me just double check. Yes, this is his last question. What are your thoughts on the new survival horror games? Evil Within is in development by the creators of Resident Evil series, and is it some games you might consider or not? I'm not a big survival horror fan. Like, I will play survival horror games because I do like to get scared every now and then. But I'm not. I mostly laugh at horror stuff nowadays. I don't get scared as I used to. The Evil Within, I don't know that much about it, so I'm not going to comment on it. And it is a game. If it looks good, I'll play it. I'll say that right now. But I just don't like the way a lot of the survival horror stuff's gone these days. Like, I know there's some indie games out there, and I haven't played that many, unfortunately. But most horror things these days, movies, TV series, games, they're all about jump scares, and I don't like that. Like, in my opinion, you only get maybe 1, 2 at the most jump scares in any kind of horror feature. To get a good horror game, in my opinion, you need the atmosphere, you need the tension, you need to be able to feel terrified. Not get terrified, then you're like, this is getting fucking annoying, stop jumping. The next fucking guy that jumps out here, I'm pulling at my shotgun, I'm blowing his fucking head off. I don't like that. Like, if that happened in real life, I'd be fucking pissed off, and I'd be like, God, fucking, the next person that jumps out to get a pin in the eye. That kind of thing. I don't think that works. So I would like a horror game that was a bit more terrifying than jump scary. That's all I want. Okay, so next set of questions comes from Zevran08. What would you rather do? Listen to Tidus or Tidus, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, from Final Fantasy X, laughing for 10 hours, or would you like to watch M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar over for 10 hours? Over and over for 10 hours. I would rather have Tidus. That's not even, that's I didn't even have to think about that long. I would rather have that for 10 hours than fucking ever watch M. Night Shyamalan's piece of horseshit, The Last Airbender, ever again. I've seen it once, I never want to see it again. So laughing, I could probably end up growing to like it. I could probably go like, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha 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 ha, ah ha 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 ha. Admittedly, I'd end up killing him after a while, but I would rather have that than fucking ever go anywhere near the Avatar The Last Airbender ever again. I'm saying that right now. Next question from Zevran. What is your favourite romance in Dragon Age 2, male and for female? Well, that doesn't really make difference because you can shag anything in that game. Every character's bisexual, don't you know that? Except for Sebastian, because he's a little bit of a pretty motherfucker. I mean, what's wrong with that? Well, why not sleep with the men? I mean, men love too. Favourite romances? Isabella and Meryl. Those are the only two I romance. I don't romance Anders, and I don't romance Fenris, and you can't romance your sister. I'm sorry. That's creepy. Meryl, because I'm a sucker for a Welsh accent. It's Eva Miles. I can't say no to her. And plus, I think she's actually a decent character. And Isabella, because it's fucking Isabella. She's awesome. I would bang that in a heartbeat. Plus, she's sexy as shit. Although I wouldn't mind dating Aveline, but pick beggars, can't be choosers. Those are the two. Those are my favourite because the other ones suck in my opinion. Zebran asks, have you ever played Fallout 3 or New Vegas or both? And what do you think of the film? Also, your opinion on Korra, Assassin's Creed 4 and versus BAM. Okay, this is multiple questions. Oh no, wait, I went up one by mistake. Have you ever played Fallout 3 or New Vegas or both, and do you like them? If you were in the Fallout universe, would you be a good guy, bad guy, or a survivor like Joel from The Last of Us? Fallout 3 is a fucking awesome game. I love it. New Vegas, I really, really enjoyed it. I still haven't beaten it. I'm grabbing this just in case, because I sense the fanboy rage right now. I have done a lot in Fallout New Vegas. I really enjoyed it. I didn't get into the DLCs because a lot of them looked shit in my opinion. But I just never got around to doing the final mission and all this. I just stopped playing it and I never went back to it. I might go back to it eventually in the future. I'm not too sure. I'll have a little think about it. But at the moment, I enjoy the Fallout series. I think it's a good series. I like post-apocalyptic. So yeah, that's my opinion. I like the Fallout series. And what type of person would I be? I'd like to say I'd be a good guy, but in all honesty, I probably would be a survivor. I probably would be kind of neutral. I would help out people if I could, but at the same time, if it looks too risky, I'm gonna be like, yeah, fuck this shit. You're on your own, bitches. I'm going this way. You go that way? Okay, I'm going this way. You're taking those slaves away? I don't worry about it. I'm going this way. I'll look for some more slaves for you. I'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm not. While I do consider myself a good person, I just don't think in that kind of situation I would think good people would survive long. I would try and still be a good person, but at the same time, I'm not going to be fucking stupid. I'm going to survive first. Now, if I have superior firepower, and I can get close enough, maybe I'd be a good guy. But I think I'd be a survivor more than anything. That's how I've always played the Fallout games. I've always done the good thing if I could, but as I said, I'm a survivor. That's my kind of thing. So yeah, I'd probably be a survivor. Next set of questions comes from Shimak2. Shimak2. How do you like Avatar The Last Airbender anime? What do you think of the film and your opinion on Korra and Assassin's Creed 4 versus Batman Arkham Origins? Firstly, I fucking love the Avatar series. It does classify as an anime, by the way. I fucking love that series. It's absolutely awesome. Don't mention the film in my presence ever again. Korra, I think it's a worthy successor to Avatar The Last Airbender. I think it is a worthy successor. It's still a good series. I haven't watched book 2 yet because I just haven't had the time to put towards watching it. I will get around to it eventually once it's all complete, probably. But I really do like it. And Assassin's Creed 4 versus Batman Arkham Origins, you wait for my Game of the Year video. Next one from Shemak, whatever you want to fucking pronounce it as. Oh yeah, did you ever go in with a same-sex character, an SA? SA? Same-sex character in Dragon Age 1 or 2? SA? What the fuck is SA? SA? What the fuck is it? Did I ever go with this? Oh, did I ever romance a same-sex character? With any of my wardens. My female city elf warden, she romanced Liliana. My male one romanced Morrigan. Didn't do Alistair. Didn't do Zevran. Dragon Age 2, always Isabella and Meryl, never the other two fucktards. Or the other fucktards in general. So yeah, my female Hawk likes the women. But it likes both. All my roleplay characters are bisexual. That's just the way I do it. So yeah, my male and female Hawk, Isabella, Meryl, flip a coin. Okay. Next question, set of questions comes from Jack Alistair Drew. What do you think when you side with the mages, but you still end up fighting Orsino instead of just fighting Meredith? If you're talking about the ending to to Dragon Age 2, I think it was a little bit cliche in all honesty, because really I get where they were going with the fact that the mages did get so desperate, including Orsino, to turn to blood magic, but it was just reusing the Golem of Amarok. Fuck you for that. I think it was a bit stupid in my opinion. I just think that if you sided with the mages, maybe you could have talked them out of it, or told them, look, not a good fucking idea, dude. You're gonna make them think you're right, you dafty. You do blood magic, they're just gonna fucking kill you. I think it was fucking stupid in my opinion, and you still got to fight Meredith, that kind of thing, but I always side with the mages because I don't believe that Templars are right in my opinion. Not all Templars are bad, by the way. Just the ones that have red lyrium and are complete not fucking nut jobs, and also abuse their power, take over stuff. I think the only decent one I've ever came across is a handful of them in the Kirkwall one, including Cullen, by the way. So yeah, I think it was a bit bullshit. I didn't like that in all honesty, but it's BioWare, they can do what they want. I'm not going to say they can. Next question from Jack Alistair Drew is: do you think Dragon Age Inquisition? Do you think in Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare should make your companions romanceable to each other like they did in Fire Emblem Awakening, when you do not romance them, like they did with also Tali and Garrus, what happened to them, and also Ashley and Vega. I think that would be an awesome little touch, in my opinion, if they did do something like that, because I think it would really flush out the universe, because you're going to be fighting with these people for God knows how long. Maybe some of them do eventually build sort of a connection with each other, maybe romantically. Now, as is, BioWare's always been good with the Dragon Age 1 with the party banter, where they show that the characters do get to know each other, like Isabella and Aveline, for example. They got to know each other fucking really fucking goddamn well, to the point which they consider each other best fucking friends, and I do love that. Would it be nice if maybe some of them did end up romancing each other? I think that'd be pretty cool in my opinion, but as is, only if it made sense for the story in my opinion. So I'm not going to say 100% yes, but I think it would be nice if they did do that. I think it really would be nice if that happened, but as is, if it made sense for the story, I'm going to say that right now, then yeah, I think it would be kind of interesting to see that happen. If it was done right, if it was done properly, in my opinion. Okay, secretly I want to see what. Secretly I want Cullen to be fucking married in Dragon Age Inquisition just so I can hear the fangirls squirm. I'm such a dick. I can't help it. Give me a break. Another question from Shemak. What is your opinion on the Irish? Same opinions as everyone else. I haven't met that many. Nah, I'm kidding. Irish are fine. I don't give two shits where you're from. As long as you're a decent person, I don't give two shits. Although I learned Irish people cannot drink as much because you kind of give Scotland a bad rep because people always think like the Scottish are just the Irish and the Irish are the Scottish. You know that the old joke is, what's the other place that's Ireland but not Ireland? Scotland? Yeah, that kind of thing. Do you know that running joke? It's fucking stupid. Like, just cut out the drink and maybe make your accent a bit more thicker than ours, of course. It's just because people always think I'm Irish. I'm not Irish. I'm fucking Scottish. Does the name not give it away? Sorry about that. My accent changed there for something. And I got my opinions. I don't give two shits what nationality you are. As long as you're a decent human being, I won't fucking judge you. Okay, next set of questions comes from Sir Montybug. Question 1. I'd love to know what your thoughts, your updated thoughts on the next gen consoles are, and what elements, if any, are you excited for or trepidatious? No idea what the fuck that word means. I'm assuming like whatever it is. My opinion on the consoles hasn't fucking changed. They're still the same as they were ever. I have no opinion on them. I may have some good news that I may or may not be getting a PS4 sooner rather than I thought. It's still a big if at the moment. I don't want to say how. But at the moment, I don't have any opinion on the consoles. It's the same opinion I had fucking 6 months ago. It's the same opinion I've got fucking now. No good games coming out for them. That's it. Question 2 from Sir Monty Bagger. What's your take on the reveal of the protagonist in The Walking Dead Season 2 as Clementine? By the way, I fucking love Walking Dead, by the way, it's awesome. I'm okay with that. It makes sense for the story, in my opinion. The way The Walking Dead Season 1 ended, the Telltale game, by the way, not the TV series, I think it's actually makes a lot of sense for the story, in my opinion, to have Clementine as the main character. Because of how it ended with her in my version. Did she kill Clementine there? I haven't played it so fucking long, I can't remember. I actually need to replay Walking Dead. Shit, cause my save... No, I might be able to salvage my save, actually. I'll have a look. Yeah, I think it makes sense for the story because it's just how it ended. And also maybe make you care about her a little bit more about the fact that she's a teenager now. It looks like it's skipped quite a few years. The fact that she's a teenager by the looks of it, and you're going to have to protect her a lot more because she's not a big tough person. You're going to have to play a bit more stealthily. I am excited for it, and I think it makes sense for the story to have Clementine as the next main protagonist. That's just my opinion. And the third question is, do you think it'll add a fresh spin on... Oh, sorry, that's just the same question, just Clementine. So yeah, I think I'll add a new spin on all that. Third question from Monty Bagger. I am interested in I've seen an interest discussing on the topic of choice in video games on the BSN, BioWare Social Network, which leads me to ask, do you think gamers have a false sense of a scope of development and can realistically implement the regards and the vast changes that are based on the concept of choices? Do you feel that we have the illusion of choice as done when... Do you feel better that you have the illusion of choice when it's done well and to a finite end, or more than the developers have seen been deepened the experience to the point in which widely different choices, i.e. Witcher 2 Arc 2, Witcher 2's second act. I think, but Injustice asking, what do I prefer, the illusion of choice or proper choice, and do I think that some gamers have a false sense of entitlement? In all honesty, I think some gamers do have a false sense of entitlement, in honesty, but it's just because I think that if you care about a character enough and you want to see that character has a specific way to turn out, you have to understand that even with the choices that you have, that character might change. It might change. It all depends on that. Like Liliana, for example, from Dragon Age Origins, if you played through that game, you could make her a fucking assassin, basically. You could make her an outright bitch and basically tell the maker to go fuck himself, basically. But in the game, in Dragon Age 2, no matter what you did with Leliana, she joined the Chantry, and she's still with the Chantry, and she's the right-handed, I think either the left, or is it the left? I think it's the left-handed Divine, I'm not 100% certain. So, yeah, I think that it is something that you need to consider, and something you need to have a little think about, and all that crap. It's something that you need to have a long, hard think about. I personally say, like, I've got my idea of where I think my characters will go, and that's in a series or a story, but I have no control over that. I don't have any control of how Leliana will turn out, or how Zevran will turn out, or how this character will turn out. I do think that some gamers do feel a little bit entitled. Now, I do feel a little bit entitled to some of the characters I've cared about. I care about them. I want to see what happens to them. However, I do understand that not everything I have in mind will turn out the way I think it will. That won't happen. Like, I don't expect everything that I want to happen. I don't. So I do understand that, and I do respect that, and I think that's very, very good about it. And yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's a very valid point, that some people do feel entitled. I don't like the illusion of choice. I prefer to have choice, personally. If you're not going to do choice properly, don't do it at all, in my opinion. So that's my opinion. So I think that's all I've got to say on that. So yeah. I'm going to take one more question. I'm going to split the part, because I actually need to go and do something. I just got a message there. I need to go and do something. So this is part 1 away shortly. The fourth and final question from Monty Bagger. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could? Fuck you, I got it, bitch! How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could? I got that, bitch. Don't even try to tongue twister on me, bitch. Screw you. It answers 25, by the way. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next in part 2.